Do you try tapping out?
There.
Like,
Gravity's. Right, let's go. Gravity's co-casting with me, so.
yeah, don't expect anything good. Do you want me to do the numbers, or do you want to do the numbers, or what?
You can do the numbers if you want.
Okay. I'll do a number 5 more on that. I can't, you can't even see those numbers, what's that for?
I can.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
Oh, you do the numbers and I can't see that shit.
Alright, so there's going to be different gravy leading the way. They're going to be picking up the pistol round. Looks as though they've got a pretty good start on the T side so far. They've got a lot of weapons to work with compared to the CT side here, but they do have the same man deficit. So there's going to be 2 Deagles on the CT side and 1 on the T side. And looks as though Smooney's going to be going for this entry frag for this T side here. This is probably going to be one of the closer games of today.
Yeah, CT's are gambling as well, actually, on the staff. I think it's actually going to work out. Yeah, you guys now.
Ellie is going to hit the first shot. That's going to be Napchi. Drops Smooney trying to spray down the smoke. Does a lot of damage on the Shonders. He'll be falling back now as well. Ellie, now his teammates just trying.
Is that Figgy, is it? Is that Figgy?
No.
It's Tobin and
okay. Couldn't actually see.
they're playing each other on the other side.
Oh, right, okay.
They're just like the game hasn't even started yet.
Oh, right, okay.
Bomb taken away. Smooney and Ellie pick up 2 frags. It's left on Jester. He'll get dropped by Ellie as well. And that's a pretty strong round coming out by a different gravy. Yet again, keeping all 4 players alive. And Ellie actually picks up a 4k in that round as well. So that's a pretty good start by him. Who do you think's your favourite gravity?
Definitely different gravy because DG haven't been practicing much lately, right? I think. Well, by some people's tweets and I think Dean's tweets.
I think Dean seemed to say that they weren't really practicing that much, but
And
also the Plymouth Stanley as well.
yeah,
Napchi.
He's a good player though, Napchi. He's had a lot of experience as well while playing. But different gravy have really strong aimers, so.
Can you guys hear gravity okay, by the way? Because if not, I can probably move them up.
Yeah, different gravy are the favourites because they have a lot stronger aimers than
They won the
DG.
league as well.
Yeah, we played against them. I think we lost.
This is Kaz's team, isn't it? He's in Poland, they can't play. Anyway, Smooney trying to do a little bit more. He's picked up 2 frags so far, so that's a lot of damage done already. Paz dropped down to 23 HP, but that need will finish him off, and DK finds a kill on the Napchi, and it's going to be 3-0 now. Different gravy leading the way. Definitely a strong start by them, but this is where it gets tricky now. The Element Gaming side have brought up an AWP in the form of Dean. Pretty good AWPer.
3 people on 0 frags there as well. That could be a bit of a. It's only the start, but
Yeah.
actually they double eco, did they?
Yeah, I think they did, so they could afford the AWP.
utility.
Yeah, look at them. Yeah, definitely. But the T side, they're going to be gambling on this round. They're going to be trying to get this bonus round. They haven't really purchased anything. Going to be sticking with Mac 10s, UMPs, Deagle, and of course the Galil. Oh shit. It's going to be the push coming in. Smooney gets the headshot on the Napchi. DK finds one on the Shonders, and Napchi will actually find one before he goes down. But it's into a 3 versus 4. Dean all the way back. He finds the shot with the AWP from long range, and Jester making his way through the smoke now. He's going to try and spot out a player. He's spotted out LE. And it's still a tall task for him. He takes the first kill. But LE looks as though he wants to get more here, but Jester there to strike. He'll take another one. And it's now left all on Vertigo, who's hiding in the smoke. Jester knows where he is. He picks up the 3rd, and that's going to be a 3k approaching the retake.
That was a really good retake from DG. They waited out the smokes and then they started using the utility. And Dean picked up how many frags there? One frag, which is.
Yeah, it was a pretty long shot through the edge of smoke. I don't think I can hear you that well. I'll put it like here or something.
Alright, okay.
DLAs.
That's it.
This was a bit harder than I actually thought it was going to be. 2 seconds.
What are the maps here anyway?
I don't know what the maps are, to be fair.
Alan, do you know what the maps are for the DEG different gravy game?
Yeah, it's Inferno, Mirage, Cobble.
Who picked one map? Or doesn't it say?
Not sure they
Alright, okay, fair enough.
Anyway, it's going to be 3-1 now. Finally, Dead Element Gaming get their first round on the board and actually do a lot of damage towards Smooney. He dropped down to 44 HP early on in this round. It's going to be the T side just trying to extend upon this positioning. They've got apps control. It's kind of standard for the T side at this point. But banana control is pretty much held on CT side. But Jester, he peeks, he finds the kill on the DK. It looks as though a true fight maybe on the cards for Smooney if he can get a bit closer to this banana position. Vertigo is here with him as well.
Yeah, DEG just falling back to a passive setup, as you can see, 3 back by Site Library and Pit.
You just want to keep that advantage.
Yeah, seems like they just boosted Nap as well, and then 5's going to fall back just to spot and take the aggro, so Napcha can get some easy frags.
3 players from the T side making their way in now. They execute running in the smoke for the CT, the smoke for the site. The flash is coming over as well. But it's actually a fake. It looks as though somebody wants to go back towards. Actually, no, he's just waiting on Ellie. They're going back towards B now.
Yeah, I think they tried faking the rotate there to keep the guys on A, which they have. See, one towards Arch, Pit, and site. So Sean gets picked down by Smooney. Napcha on the booster, he needs to get one. Okay, he does. And is he going to get a second? No, he's falling back. Now DEG are just going to wait out the nades and then retake from mid and CT spawn.
Yeah, Vertigo, he's going to be looking for more kills here. He hasn't found one just yet, but he's going to be trying to extend upon this T-side advantage here. They have the site. Ellie found a kill on the Napchi. That's going to make it a 3 versus 3, but Dean, he takes the up kill. And now it's left on Ellie. He has to try and find his way out of this situation. He has got Doof all the way back towards Banana, but still pretty difficult to win this round nevertheless, though.
Yeah, also I think Doof's position is unknown at the moment. Yeah, see, look, he's still checking Dark, so Doof can easily win this.
Bomb is getting defused though. He hasn't peaked yet, so maybe he doesn't know it's sticking, and he actually gets the bomb defused. So
yeah, well, nice retake again from DEG. Their retakes are really strong.
There's just a lot of being practice. Their teamwork's a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, I think they have really good communication, and they're just playing off of each other, which works very well.
And there comes the first pause, like toilet. So I think there's been about 14 pauses or something today.
Also, I'd say B side is a lot easier to retake because the T side aren't actually keeping enough utility left over to smoke off CT and Banana again, so DEG can easily just use flashes and smokes and flush different gravy out of their positions, which is their after plans are decent, but they just don't have no utility to hold the CTs back.
Let's go. So, getting on our way again. It's been a pretty slow play, just Snapg kind of holding this one angle, but it looks as though the G side, the different Groovy side, are actually just making their way up slowly towards Banana. Smoonie clearing every angle with the AWP. Flash comes in. That's going to be a bit of a problem for him later on in the round. 35 seconds left, and it looks as though the T side is just going to fully commit to this B site. As soon as any nades come over, they're going to know it's pretty much confirmed to be a B hit, and the CTs can begin to rotate now. Snapg should be the first player, the first point of contact. The flash coming through, he's going to push through it. He spots out Smoonie, he's made his way back to the site now. He's got a teammate there to help him as well, so that's going to be a pretty good situation for him. But Snapg from the fountain, he doesn't even pick up one, so that's a bit of an issue. But Dean from CT should be able to use this AWP to his advantage.
Yeah, DG using a nade to take down Doof, which makes the retake very possible and a lot easier.
Ellie picks up a kill on the Page, and Smoonie has to back off towards Banana. He can play the post plant, it's perfectly planted for him in the retakes again. This time DG look a little bit weaker on the retake, but still a pretty strong one. It's a 2 versus 2, so obviously still a chance in this one as he spotted out the head of Ellie, unable to get the kill just yet. And Smoonie and Ellie close it out, and that's going to be the first unsuccessful retake from the DEG side.
Yeah, also different Gravy seem to never take apps control at the start round. Like they put all the utility into Banana, but they're just leaving apps, and DEG are leaving apps as well. So
it looks as though also they just go towards B every single round. I mean, has it been like 4 rounds in a row or something? It would be.
But they get in the bomb plant, like literally. Oh yeah, if you tap. Oh. Yeah, they literally get in the bomb plant like every round on B, so that's what's working for them, and they're just trying to get better after plants maybe.
Yeah, and all day it's just been the retake from DEG. It's been pretty strong, but is DK going to be picking up a kill into the round? Smoonie finds one of his own, so pretty strong start from the T side as they have just cleared out Banana pretty much. There's only one player left towards B, sorry, and there's 2 players left towards A, so they're just want to test the waters on A. Now they head towards B after they get the information, but just a slow play coming out.
But they have left Banana control, so they might not actually go back and hit B, just because it's too risky, because there could be a B stack. Unless they see the players on A, then they might go back to B.
Vertigo is just trying to reclaim what maybe lost, but just making sure he has it and making sure they aren't getting backstabbed as the A execute looks to be coming in now. Saunders is going to be all the way back towards B, but here goes DK. He's moving in now, he spotted out one. He flicks away because I don't think it registered that there was a player there. Anyway, Napchi, he's still alive, he's found one, he's found actually 2 he found. And now he's left all in Saunders, he's rotating in from the site. He has an AWP to work with, so 1 versus 2. Smoonie's picked up 2 so far, Vertigo hasn't picked up any, so we'll see if he can be able to do so. That fire going to be a bit of an issue for him. The Molotov gets instantly extinguished. The flashes come in and Saunders is best just saving at this point. It's becoming increasingly awkward. Oh, he misses another shot. His position's no one. He misses a second shot. He's still alive somehow. He
did know both players.
Yeah, he shot both of them. Yeah. But anyway, he gets dropped by Vertigo. It's going to be a round for different Gravy again. 5-2 now. DG looked strong to start with, and then kind of started to fade away.
Yeah, well, they did. Considering they did lose like 2 frags at the start, they actually They actually got a few frags back when Different Gravy were pushing the site. So it did look promising for DEG at one point, but Different Gravy won out anyway.
Yeah, no, looks as though the Dead Island Gaming side are just going to fully go at this point. They got 2 P250s. I mean, that could do a little bit of damage. Dean just hopping past the window. I don't think he took a little bit of damage on board, but that's about it. On the T side, we see 2 UMPs. They're going to be trying to grind out some cash. And Smoonie making sure Banana isn't an issue just yet. That nade does land on Jester. Yeah, it drops him down to 46 HP. And it's just a slow, methodical play coming out by the Different Gravy side. They don't want to give it up. They know they have the advantage into this. So they're just making sure they don't get backstabbed or there's players hiding in corners which they're walking into a place covered in players right now. Doof actually walks into 3, but Dean picks up the kill. DK, he'll try back and take down Page. And now it's actually left all on DK to come back away from the A site. He grew up with his teammates in middle. B should be the point of contact at this point. There is only 1 player all the way back there. Bit of an awkward fight coming out between Dean and DK here. Still going on. Molotov should force that one out, and Dean actually makes it away alive as he's falling back towards A site with his teammates now. Banana looks like the point of contact as they are starting to move with the bomb. Smoonie is going to be clearing out every angle with this op as best as he can. If you look at the CT side, it's trying to rotate and aggro it.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in chat. yeah, Cass wasn't able to go because apparently his mum wouldn't let him go or something like that. So that's what I heard anyway. I don't know if it's true, but that's the rumour that's going on LAN anyway.
So you're going to win that.
Smoothie going to be taking the shot on the Shonders. DK will shut down Dean, so it's left all on Jester at this point. He's made his way into the construction area. USP though, that's not going to be the ideal weapon, and Vertigo shuts him down. Another round going on the way, a different groovy 5-2 now. 6-2 actually is different. That element game will look a little bit flustered at this point on Inferno.
They're just not able to get any money going. They're just getting shut down, and they're losing a few players every round, so they can never get a strong buy. And on Inferno, you do need that utility. But different Graveyard doing a slow, methodical play, so if they keep the utility later on into the rounds, they might be able to put a spawner in the works.
Where's Celtic being held? I don't know.
Island, I think. Well, like Republic.
Things like carriers and Ellie gonna throw a smoke over onto the B site. The bomb is with him. He's picked up a AWP. He's actually gonna throw that over the top. He doesn't want any of the dead element given players getting their hands on that weapon. They're starting to fall back from Banana now. Vertigo actually gonna head towards mid with DK here. It looks as though they just want to clear every angle methodically, make sure that they get up towards A safely. They still have a minute on the clock, so it's definitely a lot of time to work with. You have the man advantage as well, and a lot of utility in comparison to Deadall and McGibbon. They have Mirror Smoke and a flash left on Jester. He is in the apartments though, so he could be having a bit of a confrontation with Doof here momentarily, but he's actually deciding to fall back to a more passive position as the fake smoke's coming in on the B side. He wants to get into a more defensive position. Napji actually finds a kill on the Ellie.
That should cause the rotates now because there's nobody else pushing B.
I think Jester actually heard out Doof here, so that's going to be a bit of an issue for the T side as they want to get onto the side free. But anyway, DK just walks around the corner, shuts down Jester, and now the retakes on. There's going to be Napji and Dean coming all the way from the B site. Dean is the first man there. He has the M4 in hand. He has a pretty good position, and that smoke failing will give him a little bit of a gap to work with. The flash though forces him off the angle.
I don't think there's enough utility for Dead Element Gaming to be able to retake the A site, as there's a lot of positions to check. No Molotovs to flush players out of position.
Yeah, and especially since the push plants are so strong now. Behind that, especially when you get behind the pit, it's impossible to get out of it pretty much. Vertigo takes the kill on the D, Napshi on the Doof. He's still alive, he's picked up 2, but he's deciding to fall back now. Just save this weapon. You got no time. You might as well just save the weapon. You made it expensive, so at least that's good.
What a shit. See what people say. No, they just.
Did everyone hear what Gravity said about Kaz, by the way? On the CT side, the Napchi side, they only have an M4 to work with. They have a smoke and a Molotov, smoke and a nade to work with. But on the T side, it's completely different story. They've got full utility, full weapons. It's going to be a difficult call for them to try and hold this off on the CT side. But anyway, Shonders with a 5-7, and the rest of his team, that's the cavalry charge. He's going to lead the way. He's picked up 2, but DK will shut down Page. Now it's into a 4 versus 3. Denhall and McGill looked a little bit down and out, but now they're back into this one. They have the advantage against the full weapons. I mean, look at Doof here. He's going to flank up through the underpass to find that there's nothing really happening towards Banana. Call that. The CTs are probably rotated towards A, which is where its teammates are at right now. Vertigo just making his way through apartments, clearing every angle, making sure that it is clear. And it looks as though they are wanting to go towards A. The players from the CT side have actually dispersed. They're going for a 2-2 setup.
Yeah, different game. You have a lot of utility left as well, so they can flush out the player out of pit. So that's the main danger of taking A. And they have the rifles against pistols.
Somebody also mentioned these teams aren't very loud compared to the other teams. So far, we've had some crazy screams coming out, but these teams seem
there's definitely going to be a lot of like shouting and stuff. Because I think a lot of them are old guys and played against each other at other lands as well. So.
Doof takes down Dean, so it's into a 2 versus 3. Now the bomb going down. Vertigo will see to that, and then it's on to Napchi and Shonders this time. Napchi finds himself in a pretty similar position to what last round. He's left alone against 3 players this time. They know it's coming from this angle. He is dropped. Vertical will take that kill every day of the week. 8-2 the scoreline now. And that was a pretty strong showing so far from Different Gravy. Not really showing any weaknesses, just playing slow, making sure they can go anywhere on the map really, and the CT side aren't really able to handle it. They use their utility up way too early in my opinion. You can see they don't even have that much of it, so they really need to start using it more sparingly for sure, because you see they just play slow, they clear every angle out, and then it's pretty hard to maintain your utility after that. But there's a double upset of coming out on the CT side actually between Dean and Saunders, so we'll see if that will change things up a little bit.
Yeah, also this is the second time Different Gravy have played Inferno at this LAN, and I think they played it twice in the league as well, I think, or the qualifier. So it was a really close match against the Mixers. What was it, 16-14?
16-30.
No, 16-14.
DG?
No,
Different Gravy.
Different Gravy against
Or the qualifiers?
Figgy's team. Mixers. On LAN now.
Oh,
Yeah, it was 16-14. It was
they're
very
Dyer's
close
money
back
crew,
and
aren't they?
forth.
16, yeah, 16-14.
Yeah.
Doof, he's spraying, trying to get some early aggression here, but unable to find anything just yet. Both teams keep all 5 players alive. It looks as though the bomb is making its way up towards A. Smooney leading the charge yet again, being the entry fragger and forced towards B. They know it's clear, they have banana control, they can do whatever they want at this point. Smoke shooting in for the CT position, should be for the stairs as well. The coffins, I meant to say.
Is that smoke gonna work?
I don't know if that smoke is going to work. I don't think it did. I think it went a little bit too far, but Smooney, he's going to be looking for the frag here. The team have rotated all the way over towards the archway. Ellie is going to find that kill on the team, but Padge, he's the main man in this situation. He has to be the man holding this down. He's in the pit. He's spotted out one. He's dropped him down pretty low HP, 5 HP I believe. So he's going to finish him off with the nade, and it is DK from Graveyard who also find his place there as he has dropped down, and it's going to be a 3-2 lineup now as we do see Padge and his teammates trying to hold off this. The bomb is actually planted, but he's still alive in the pit. Smooney, we'll see the end of that, and now it's going to be and Smooney who closed it out with a 3k.
Nice shots there from Smooney, that was really good. Brought the round back, so it did look promising for DG towards the end of the round there.
It's going to be 9-2 now. Different Gravy just running away with his first map on Inferno. Completely one-sided scoreline. It's just T-side. They're not even doing anything really special. Just going for a default, and they're just hitting the site with the utility they save.
Yeah, the rounds are coming quite close as well, but DG just can't close out these rounds again, reset.
And the trade frags also to mention is absolutely a huge factor for the T side at the minute. Doof, he's looking towards midnight. He's going to be trying to find that frag on the Dean, but Dean not overextending. He's not looking for to lose his head today, but it is a 4 versus 4. 1 minute 18 left on the clock. And still, look at the utility on the T side. They barely used anything, and look how much map control they've got. They've got all of Banana, they've got all of Apartments. DG need to do something a little bit more aggressive in the gun rounds, I think. Although it is an eco. But anyway, DK picks up the kill on the Jester. So it's a 3 versus 4 now. And it looks as though Vertigo is going to be having himself confrontation. Actually, LE picks up that kill on the Napg, and now it's left on 2 players on this DEG side. It's going to be Dean and Padge left against 4 players. And that's going to be instantly on the Dean. Now is Doofus going to be shutting down Padge. This is always just going to go to B again. Just with the utility they have left. Dean could find himself 1 or 2 frags here if he just waits for the exit frags, but let's see what he decides to do.
What's the money looking like for DG now after this round? Oh yeah, they'll have enough to buy with.
Yeah,
they're on
maximum
full
loss
loss
bonus,
bonus, right, yeah.
Dean's probably just wanting to get as many frags as he possibly can at this point.
I think because of how slow DG are playing the rounds, there may be like a double upset of might work, either passive or look for picks, because our Different Gravy aren't actually using an AWP, are they? I don't think they've had an AWP at all.
What is the third person?
Yeah, so if
Yeah,
DG double
yeah, they did have an op on Dean for a bit. He got 1 or 2 frags.
I
Not
meant
really.
Different Gravy now, sorry,
Oh,
if I
Different
said
Gravy.
DG.
No, they don't really need to. I mean, they just go around and just wait out utility and then just go for it. Like you see, they can't even get established banana control. they just kind of hold the top of it and then just fall back after a few seconds, and that's exactly what that's exactly what Different Gravy are looking for them to do.
Different Gravy have a really strong default and it's working out really well, so why change anything?
Yeah, that's exactly it. DK finds another aggressive pick. Jester gets dropped up like 3 rounds in a row, I think, by Ellie. Or DK, sorry. There's going to be 1 minute, 19 left. Doof has found himself in the apartments. Last map control again. It looks as though Napchi's actually woken up. He's hit the shot on the Vertigo. Can he find more? That's the question. He's looking towards Boiler. He picks up the kill on the DK. That's 2 frags for him, and it's into a 4 versus 3. There's now 1 minute left on the clock. Napchi going to be looking closely at the edge of the smoke. He's picked up 2. He has to get more here. He's pushing through the smoke. No scope headshot. Smoony, and he's dropped though in the end by Ali. And that's into a 3 versus 2. Paj, he's in a decent position to shut this one down if they do come out of the apartments.
Yeah, it was a very interesting play from Napcha there.
It worked out as well.
Yeah. He thought there might have been more of a gap in the smoke maybe, so he would have been able to see them if they were up short.
Fuck. There is a bracket, Kaz. I think it's.
Yeah, that's the bracket. Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Have a look. Yeah, it is the bracket, Kaz. Paul getting tapped by Ali. He's going to be looking for the kill, but Pad just shut him down. And finally, DEG will get another round on the board. It's been a while since they have, but it's finally another round on the board. 10-3. If they can pick up these last 2 rounds, when you're looking at a decent scoreline.
Yeah, well, if Pads drops the gun over, yeah, they're going to have really good utility going into this last round. Well, this round, so when I say I thought it was last.
No op on either side, as to mention as well, so maybe ops just aren't working for either team at the minute. Well, they probably would work on the Different Gravy side, they're just choosing not to. Saunders picks up 2 though. That's exactly what you want if you're DEG to win these next 2 rounds. Banana Control finally some aggression working out for the DEG side. 1 minute 30 left on the clock as well. So still plenty of time. They got them 2-man advantage. They can go wherever they like, and it really limits where Different Gravy can go at this point as well.
Yeah, definitely. Different Gravy just holding Banana, waiting for someone to peek so they can kill that guy, then hit the B side.
Just waiting for some executes here coming in. They've still got a lot of utility to mention. They've got 3 smokes, so obviously an execute is on the cards for them. They've got a Molotov as well, a few flashes here and there.
Yeah, Deadham and Gaming are just holding passive, but that's all they need to do considering it's a 5v3 situation here. So as long as they get 1 or 2 frags when they're taking the site, it'll be an easy retake for DEG.
Especially since Steve's in such a strong position. It generally isn't checked, even though it's like really common. People just don't want to look like that because it's a really hard angle to hit.
Yeah, you can actually get a Molotov which lands on top of
yeah,
you
I've seen that,
over the smoke, so he's going to get...
Oh, what a whiff spray from Dean. That's gonna be an absolute lost opportunity. But anyway, Doof, he tries to spread through the smoke, unsuccessful just yet. And I've just seen the replay of that spray on this screen. But anyway, Saunders, he's gonna find another kill. He's picked up 3, but it's now left all. Doof, he'll find the 4th, and Saunders actually picks up the ace.
That was a great round from Sean.
Saunders picks up the ace into the round, and that's an absolutely huge play by him. Picks up the 2 early frags early on, picks up the last 3 in the end. So who's in nobody's? Bunch. I don't know.
I can't remember. I know
they have 3 stand-ins for today. Oh yeah, Guinness, Magic.
I know Neeks.
Yeah,
Neeks
Thomas
is playing. Yeah, Neeks, Taman. Who else?
So the lineups right there in the chat.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Molotov coming out from Napchi. Just going to secure mid control for now. He's going to be throwing the Molotov, the smoke down again. Just making sure that he can hold this mid control. He's been absolutely so predominant. As soon as he picks up this off, they start winning rounds in this position. Now it's going to be 1 minute 18 Levy, and the auto sniper picked up on Vertigo as well. So this is just a default play coming out again from Different Gravy, and again the more passive setup coming out on B from DEG.
Yeah, definitely though. The T auto sniper I find isn't as good as the CT.
No, it feels so much more inaccurate or something, but still pretty useful in certain situations.
Just looking to get some early damage done.
Oh, somebody also mentioned Dean's actually such low HP. He's down to 45 HP.
He must have got hit. Yeah, that's about a spam.
I think.
Actually, no, it's not.
Probably a nade over
the
wall.
Nade.
Anyway, 44 seconds left. Neither team really doing anything at this point, just waiting for each other to walk into each other's crosshairs. But it looks as though the T side, they're starting to group up towards B. It's the last round of the half. No one wants to lose this round. Denel and Gibbon need this incredibly, so, and they have no utility to work with really, apart from Paj with one smoke. But they execute coming into the site now. Should be landing towards.
The B players have no flashes to stop this push. I don't think.
Yeah, but there's this element through the smoke comes Saunders, he gets dropped. Dean, too beautiful headshot, he makes up for that spray. He picks up a third, and he's finally dropped by LE, but Paj is on the rotate now. He's with his teammate Napchi here with the AWP and his other teammate as well, in the form of Jester. They're just going to be quickly trying to get in on the retake here. LE's dropped down to 15 HP. Vertigo 100, pushing through the smoke. LE finds the first kill on Jester. It's still 2 versus 2. Vertigo should be able to find this kill surely.
Yeah. Doing good after plans as well because they both CT.
Yeah, jumping up. Sometimes, yeah, their LE closed it out. He picks up 3 frags in the end. Dean, absolutely huge play, but unable to mount anything as his team don't really do anything else. But a strong half by Different Gravy, 11-4 now on Inferno first map. Probably going to take a break for the second map.
Yeah.
Second map underway now. It's going to be
Shit.
the DEG going up against Different Gravy. They definitely need this pistol round if they want to come back into this one. Ellie has been dropped down to 13 HP. It's just the T side archers starting to come onto the side now. Shunders and Jesters, they pick up 2 frags between them. Bomb going down now as well. 3 players remaining on the CT side. Jester, he's trying to do more for his team here. He's done a lot so far. Smooney, he's on the retake now. His Doof is in a pretty peculiar position. He's about to get shut down by Shunders, but Smooney has slipped past the guard of the T side players. There's a kit right in front of him as well. That's pretty useful. He decides not to pick it up. He's going to help his teammate here, and he pushes 3. But Shonders, a whiff spray again from the side, and another, finally, Doof will shut him down. But Napchi and Shonders, they're fighting back. It is going to be a round going in the way of Deadel, and Gaiman is tapping away his Doof. He's unable to land the shot, and that's going to be 11-5 now. Deadel and Gaiman pick up the much needed pistol round, and this could be on the way to a comeback. But you always can't count out these upgraded pistol buys if they go for it.
Yeah, that was definitely going to be an impossible retake for Different Gravy there, because on the A site you can't use the USPs for those long ranges, but they were just hiding on site and waiting for the USPs to go into their crosshair. So it was an impossible retake.
It's going to be the DEG side. Just they want to secure this badly. You see, they have so many rifles. They've got 4 and 1 Mac-10 in the hands of Paj. But on the CT side, they've just force bought a bunch of CZs.
Yes, 1 pound.
5-7.
It's just going to be a passive
50-50.
default from DEG. Just take control slowly with those rifles because they only have 1 SMG, so it's going to be hard to get those kills and ups against pistols, as they are broken in this game.
Yeah, this Jester, he's going to be looking for another kill here. He's trying to impact frag, but it's down to just how much you can see DEG don't want to lose this round. They're not even pushing them, just trying to wait out some aggression. One player has dropped down to 49 HP. Ellie's going to be looking for an aggressive pick, but Dean again has made up for it. He's picked up 2 kills. He's going to try an entry on this site. The smoke coming out will just cover off the CT. The flash coming in as well. And Napchi is starting. I thought it was Napchi for a second, but it's Doof coming in through the Coffin's position. Not really where you really want to use the CZ at this range, but it's not even going to matter as the T side are now heading on to the A side. Jester picks up 1 along with Dean, who picks up 3 in the round so far. Now it's left all on Doof. He's on the opposite end of the map, so probably just best to save at this point.
Yeah, also Dead Element Gaiman will cover all 4 rifles, well, save all 4 rifles into that round, so they're going to have really good money for the next 2 rounds. But they're going to have no, well, probably Paj is going to get an SMG next round just to pick up those eco frags and gain a lot of money into the bank going on.
Yeah, there's definitely just ticking away now as the Deadel on the Gaiman side. They keep all four players alive. I mean, Paj only got to drop. Shonders nearly drops. But we won't be seeing a Dozian nade coming out from Doof just yet, as they are backing off towards second mid instead. I actually haven't seen that graffiti yet on towards the pit. I'm gonna
Oh,
have
is there a new graffiti, is it?
Yeah, I'll go have a look at it now.
Yeah, I haven't played CS in like 2 weeks. So.
There we go.
But I'm sure Get Right did that in like
Yeah, I seen that.
24. Was it 2014? I think.
Yeah,
But
I
he-
seen that. He also did like it was a frag bite or something. He did
Yeah.
an interview, and he was talking about the idea.
Yeah, he was talking about the idea, but he must not have remembered that he did it back in the day. Like, but he only found 1 or 2 frags with that, I think. It was, and how many did Doja get? 3 or was it?
He didn't get any frags of it.
Yeah, I
he
meant-
just didn't. He just prevented the save. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Get Right did it with a Molotov.
Yeah, it did, that was it. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be the CT side. They've forced ball. No, actually, Doofus saved his weapon. He's that in the flash. But the T side again, EG just trying to clear out things methodically. They've left the ball all the way back towards T spawn. Saunders actually picking up that first kill. Dean's going to be looking for the second kill on this B site. He's moving in, he's getting closer to the stairs, but Smooney is just hiding behind this position. Jester picks up 2 though, and Doof will get shut down as well. Dean actually gets shut down by Smooney, so that's a bit of an issue for the DG side that they're losing players, and it's getting quite expensive, but again, it's left all on Doof again against these 3 players.
I don't think Page is going to be able to recover one of these rifles. Yeah, because they're both on A, I think. Yeah, one mid, one. Yeah, both mid are the rifles. I think.
Yeah, I think they're both mid.
Yeah. But doesn't matter.
But Doof has picked up a rifle, so that's pretty good for the CT side. If he's able to save this one, he's going to be able to drop a rifle to his teammate, and then they can start building their economy a little bit. You need to see this at Pro Lands, like just trash talking.
Yeah.
Just get out of your booth and just smash up against someone else.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to.
No, I don't think they are.
Like, back in the day, like early 2015,
Yeah.
2014, there used to be M a lot. Not the smaller lands.
Yeah, when I was at ECS, like you see like the massive gap between players. There's so much space between them now. There's like pretty much impossible.
Yeah, but most players now have a lot more respect for each other and get along outside of the game because of
config?
FPL and I guess.
Config.
Yeah, well,
Nah,
North are another team altogether. To be honest, I don't think anyone likes North.
people are actually shit talking Gambit because Gambit apparently don't train. They don't practice on scrims properly. Apparently.
Well, they just mess around like.
Yeah. Anyway, getting underway now. The CT side, you can see their economy has suffered a little bit. We got 2 FAMASs and they're on Smooney and Elite. And it looks as though they're just going to go for this default play again on the T side. Same with the CT side though. They're just going to be trying to get banana control. And Doof and Smooney have found their way here.
I think Naps has actually got a gap in that smoke, so if they do try and retake this, so yeah.
He's just sitting on the edge of the smoke in front of it. He's getting a bit closer now. Jester has been dropped down to 16 HP. Doof, beautiful headshot. Drops down Napchi, and that's going to be an attempted trip fight by Dean, but it's not going to amount to anything as he's just left standing on top of the logs. Oh wait, the timing doesn't really work out for him there, but
Yeah, Jess is tagged down low as well from.
yeah, he's forced to fall back. Yeah, I think I'll like the up. He's forced back now, and the CT side definitely have the advantage into this one, especially since Jester is such low HP. But if we look at the CT side as well, they're rotating one player off from A towards B, but the bomb is actually heading towards A, so that's at least one saving grace for the T side. I believe the player with the bomb has to be.
Yeah.
There's no utility at this B side though for the CTs to stop if they did push.
Yeah, they're definitely rotating back towards A now, and they're going to be walking in 2 players. At least they have a crossfire here. There's 2 players, the one in the pit, one on the A side, so that's at least something. One saving grace for the T side here. Moving in now, Ellie from the pit. That smoke coming in, that's going to be obstructing the vision of Saunders. He's going to try and get closer. He's spraying through, but the nade finish him off. He's going to find the second kill on the DK. That opens up the site, and that's going to be 5 seconds left. The bomb still hasn't gone down yet, but finally it goes down. It's going to be Vertigo getting tapped away. He's dropped down to 75 HP. Saunders doing a lot of damage. So the EG side come back from a round that probably shouldn't have gone their way, and the CTs are forced back to save these weapons now, Gravity.
Are they on full loss bonus now as well? So these 3 could drop weapons over so they can get a lot of utility. Right?
I don't think they're on loss bonus just
Oh
yet.
no, it's just 3 rounds. Yeah. 4. Was it 4?
Yeah, this is the fourth one.
Oh, okay.
They'll still have a bit of money to work with, but not that much. But saving these weapons, they're going to be able to drop over. Probably 5/7s as well. Obviously, says probably wouldn't be too bad in this situation either. They'll probably go for UMP. Let's see how much they actually have. Probably, they can drop over FAMAS.
This is a very close game as well. So for the first map, which is, I think it was different Gravy's pick because they have played Inferno a lot recently and they seem really strong on the map.
Yeah, it looks as though the CT side is going to go for this early A setup again, this default setup. We haven't seen a lot of players like go for a banana control like you usually would see, like some aggression towards the car with but you haven't really seen that from either side, so maybe just respecting each other at this point.
Yeah, both teams are playing really passive, as you said.
Dean is trying to get a little bit more aggressive now. He's trying to feel out their opponents, but Doof is all the way back towards CT. That flash doesn't actually flash any of the teammates, so
Different Gravy seem to be keeping their utility as well because they know DEG are doing a slow methodical play, so keeping their utility is going to be really good for the execute.
yeah, and we do see here comes the execute. Well, the sort of aggression coming out by Napg. He's going to be trying to get some damage done, dealt through the smoke. His teammates are here now. Doof really hasn't replied with any utility. He's fallen actually all the way back to construction. Looks as though the pick actually wants to come out from Dean here. The player is boosted up, and that's a bit of an issue if you're Dean, because there's not going to be the easiest shot to hit. So he's going to send his teammate in actually. First of all, that's going to be Napg entry for his team here. He's made his way across. There's no smoke for the CT, so he's got to be careful of that. There's a player in behind the oranges. He's going to drop a kill. That's going to be Saunders finding the kill. Smoothie. And Saunders actually picks up 2, so that's going to be pretty good for him. Jester planting the bomb. 3 versus 5. The retake is pretty impossible. We see the CT's backing off and saving again. They have the maximum loss bonus this time, so definitely going to be able to buy.
He is looking to get some exits here, sat at the bottom of the banana.
Probably going to see the T side just start to hunt now. But as you said, Jester will shut down the hunt. She shuts down LE, so that's going to be 1 rifle. At least it was only a FAMAS. The AWP and AK saving into the run will be pretty good.
Yeah, they should be able to save Vertical gets this pick.
The webcam's there. Looking out at the team.
Yeah, I prefer not to have the webcam to be honest. Yeah, it's fucking good.
Anyway, Ryan goes in the way of Dead Element Gaming. They're starting to come back into this one. Only trailing by 3 rounds. Actually, only 3 rounds now. The pause comes in. I think it's by Dead Element Gaming, so doesn't look like it's a technical pause. Looks like it. Tactical pause. Toilet.
You out now? Huh? You out now? Are you team still here? What?
You're going home tomorrow, you're
Are your
coming
team
back?
still here?
Yeah, they're all here.
Do you want to play anything?
Maybe I'll see.
Keep rolling, keep rolling.
I'm gonna come back in tomorrow, but I'm not gonna bring my
I live.
We're supposed to skip like this.
So, taking a toilet break. Indeed, we're back. Alright, so finally the toilet break is resumed. Vertigo looking towards Banana with the AWP. It's going to be Shonders and Napji heading that way. Could lose their heads if they aren't careful here, but Jester making his way up through apartments now. He's going to be jumping up through the balcony. He actually kind of missed the jump, so it's going to be a bit awkward for him, but it looks as though Dead and McGibbon are wanting to head towards A here. The bomb is all the way back towards the stairs, so it's going to be collected probably by Napji. He's having a bit of a fight here. Actually, no, it wasn't. That was for the wall.
It's really interesting to see that both teams are playing so passive on this map. Like, usually there's one team that's reactive enough.
Yeah, they're moving up now. They're going to be clearing out every angle. The Molotovs coming in, the smokes, the flashes, making sure they just walk into a safe area. They don't really want to just give it up. I've seen a lot of teams doing that. Whereas if you can tell they have like respect for each other, because sometimes you see teams just completely just walk through.
Yeah, like if different Greyview, I think actually against Figgy's team they were being really aggressive, so yeah, it's definitely something to do with the respect there.
Or maybe just that when they were doing that aggressive style against Figgy, kind of their
Yeah,
team
because it
kind of
was
punished
really
them.
close, yeah.
Anyway, DK, he's going to be looking for this frag here. He's going to be the main man on the push here. He's going to have to defend against Jester, but he pulls out a Molotov. At least Ellie is behind him. Smooney actually chimes in as well. Ellie finds another one, and Dean decides to fall back at this point.
Doing good.
Napji actually looking to get this kill on the Smooney, who's just actually staying safe behind the wall here. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left now, and it's ticking away, and they're just going to back off. No time for DEG to win this round, and it's going to go to different gravy. 12-9 now. They're running out of time, Gravity. They're running out of time.
Did they? Yeah. Did they save anything though?
Yeah, they saved
Everything.
I don't know who's still alive, to be fair, but they saved a few weapons. First buy round coming out of both teams. Now we have, obviously, we see the AKs and the M4s on the different group side. On the Delaware given side, they're able to full buy as well. So this is probably the most competitive round we'll probably see coming up now. Players making their way through the apartments. Padge has actually got quite close here. They're actually going to small full back. They've got abs control. They have a lot to work with. Dean actually making his way up through mid as well. We see him just trying to clear out every angle. And again, it's just the same thing over and over again. It's pretty much the same round played out over and over again.
DG took abs control a little bit faster than they usually do, so they're definitely going to go for an execute here with the bomb
You
and
see them all
abs.
shaping up at this point. Napji, the only player towards B, is obviously going to try and hold that down. But it looks as though Jester's going to start the execute onto the site. He's going through long. It looks as though an A split is on the cards here. It did get shut down pretty quickly last round, but this time they have Shonders up there with the bomb this time, so they kind of LE just shut them down from balcony, so maybe they've thought about how to counter that.
Oh, Smooney literally just turned his back. Yeah, Derham and Game have been so quiet here. They haven't used like hardly any utility. They used one flash.
Smooney actually peeks out, takes the headshot on the pad. Vertigo chimes in as well. LE should be able to find this kill on to Napji, I believe so.
Yeah, especially DK's there to refrag him anyway.
Yeah, Napji's not long for the world if he decides to push onto the site now. Unless he gets a nice headshot here and Saunders is able to chime in, but Dean gets shut down by Ellie. Ellie from the balcony yet again is going unpunished as he picks up a third. And there's going to be 4 players remaining on the different groovy side.
So you know, does that ringtone sound like? Have you seen Jurassic Park? You know when it's the phone in the water?
Oh yeah.
That's the exact same ringtone as the satellite phone.
Just play for Fox.
Yeah.
Herm might land dodge.
Yeah, well, who land dodge?
Be ready for numbers.
If you're watching Herm, I don't think you're going to land dodge.
I'll give you a call.
1 minute 20 left. Smooney will shut down Dean and Padge. Nice left all on Saunders in a 1 versus 5. Bit of a tall task for him, and Doof will finish it off 14-9 now for a different gravy. Devil and Gibbon look to have fallen apart at this point. So,
That's what I said at the start, yeah.
if you look at the economy on the T side as well, it's kind of starting to dwindle. They can force buy Tech9s and still buy in the next round, so at least that's a bit of an opportunity for them. get underway. Now we have 1 minute 50 left on the clock. The smoke going to come out from Napchi to smoke off the right side of middle. The nades coming in will do a little bit of damage to him as well. The flash should allow him to push through the smoke with his Tech 9, get a little bit aggressive. He's tapping away with the Tech 9, finally hits the headshot. LE dropped, and that's going to open up a huge avenue for Napchi to get in behind. But DK from picks up 3 frags. Oh, and Dean finally trades back, but it's going to be Napchi. He has to shut down Smitty. He should be able to hear him here. If he doesn't, nope, then Smitty shuts him down. Now it's left all on Dean. He has a Tech 9, the bomb's down. And pretty much it's time's ticking until the retake happens.
Yeah, it was looking so promising from DEG there, but DK just picking up those 3 frags literally just turns the map on its head, because now Dead Element Gaming have like no money left. So they did get bomb plant actually as well, and they're on how much loss bonus? Like 3 rounds? 4 rounds loss bonus.
This is the 5th one.
Yeah, so they should have enough to buy. Yeah,
this is coming up to the 5th one. So match point for them. Map point, should I say, for Different Gravy. Should be over eventually. I mean, we do see this is the last buy probably coming out from Dead Element Gaming, so they got to win this one.
Yeah, definitely.
1:55 left on the clock. It is Dean trying to get closer towards apartments. Shonders actually the man to take down the first kill. LE trades back, but Page again. He'll find that kill on the LE.
Yeah, LE just no respect, pushed down mid, didn't he?
I didn't see that.
I think he did anyway. Yeah, he did. He literally just went straight down mid, no respect.
This is they're just slowing down now that they've lost a man. They're going for this boost here. Vertigo probably won't be shut down too easily, as he will just take the kill on the Shonders.
Going from all, yeah.
Jester smoking off the left side of middle. He spots out DK. He's going to try and get this kill. He does get it as well, so that's going to open up a lot. And Vertigo starting to rotate off the side now. Doof is here though, so the retake is on between these 2 players. They've only got 4 flashes to work with. 2 kits on both players, so it's going to be a little bit of effort to win this one. They'll probably just back off and save. It's probably the best.
They have a lot of money though, so there's no point in saving. They might as well use as much damage as they can, as they know DEG are low on money.
Yeah. So many whiff shots coming out from both players there. But it's going to be 10 to 15. Comeback could be real here from DEG if they're able to win this one. One minute. 1 round away from taking the first map or Different Gravy, but it's still going to be a hard task, especially since Dead Element Gaming seem to have woken up a little bit.
What's the money like on Different Gravy? Oh, they'll have another buy after this one.
They'll probably be able to buy for quite a bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to see Chester getting up into the apartments, so that's at least apartments control gained. Napchi tapping away through mid. Dean just holding this angle, but it's down to LE playing from this balcony. He's played absolutely huge from this. He's made so many impact frags, especially on executes onto the A side. He's just shut down pretty much everyone.
Yeah, Different Gravy have really strong crossfires on this A side when they have all members alive.
All 5 players remaining on both sides. Looks as though they're shaping up to go for this B execute towards Banana here. All 5 players. The bomb is coming that way as well. The only player is Napjuice holding towards middle, but Dean is the first man to take the frag on the Doof. It's a trade frag back into a 4 versus 4. That smoke not really going to amount to anything. Is Jester able to just walk past it now? He's going to be using his own smoke to smoke off CT, and Napchi should be able to pick up this kill. The DK he does do so, and now Smooney misses the shot here, but Jester will be there to shut that one down, and that's going to be Napchi rotating back towards the side. Patch picked up the bomb plant, and now it's left all on LE. He's just going to try and save this M4, and just a standard B execute coming in by Dead Element Gaming.
No, I was just in. It's just a saviour, so just getting in on the combo, mate.
And there's going to be 4 players remaining on the T side. LE left
Then
alone
that
in the
was
pit.
all team game on
He's going to try and
combo. I
save
get
this
upset.
M4.
We raid Piggy team on the film. It's because like basically we ban like the pipe. Like we usually I'm all about how these vetoes are when we've usually banned
Bomb goes off. LE still alive. He saved the weapon, so that's at least something. He'll be able to drop his teammate probably here. Yeah, we see the economy is pretty strong anyway on the Different Gravy side. They should be able to buy into this one. They only need 1 round. And on the Dead Element Gaming side, they need to win 4, so odds are at much greater stakes for the Dead Element side. Ballum is still all the way back towards T-Stars. They execute. Probably coming in from the side now. They're going to be making their way up through middle, and Banana just trying to establish control of these default choke points they really need. And they're just going to be making their way up Banana now. Vertigo actually getting boosted up here.
This is probably the last buy for different gravy. So.
Yeah.
No, actually, well, they could force into it, but they're probably going to save to get their AWP on Vertigo.
Yeah, they're probably definitely going to just try and sustain their economy for as long as possible. They only need one round in the end of all things, so probably eco next round would probably be the best decision.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, we're going to see T side just trying to group up now and head towards the side. That's probably their best bet at this point. The CT side, they have M4s everywhere. They have FAMAS as well and DK.
That's interesting flash from Doof.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a T execute now. They're just grouping up. Napchi collects the bomb, and it's going to be an execute coming in. The Molotov from Shonders, that's going to be going on to the B site as they are starting to approach it now. Shonders going to be the main man, the entry force. Napchi in behind him. Doof actually strikes it as Vertigo from the boost takes down Napchi as well, and that's going to be 3 players mid on the DEG side. It's kind of a cluster on this site, burning alive, and it's all over. Different gravy, 16-11. They shut down DEG on the first map, Inferno, and we're going to go to the second one in a relatively short time.